Welcome to the show, where it's our vision to embed a passion for lifelong learning through nurturing aspirations in engaging ways that inspires learners to become self-confident, open-minded, creative thinkers who make a really positive impact in the world they live. According to The Guardian, research has shown that schools up and down the country that implement a whole school restorative approach have significantly improved their behaviour. Today I want to share with you the 6 C's that all teachers must master before stepping into the classroom. Failure to master these techniques in some way, shape or form is going to significantly impede your skills, experience and collaboration as a teacher. So what are the 6 C's of control? The first one is to be clued up. Get to know your community, get to know your colleagues, get to know and build really impactful relationships with your children. This is going to give you leverage as a teacher to really build strong, deep and meaningful connections that allow you to deliver the best lessons possible. The second C is to be confident. Children pick up on subtle cues, so if you walk into your lesson and you're like, not sure what we're going to do today, I think children are going to pick up on those cues and they're going to take advantage of them if they can and if you allow them to. However, if you project a positive, confident image through positive body language, tone of voice and these sorts of subtle cues, children will really respect and admire you and be much better prepared to listen and pay attention. The third C is to be consistent. Create a consistent and regular set of routines and systems in your classroom that children understand, expect and can adhere to on a consistent basis. Getting those really tight and structured routines is really going to help to encourage the learners to want to learn and to really inspire that positive attitude and get the most out of every single lesson. For example, you might have a routine as to how children pack up at the end of the day. You might have a simple one which is 1, which is stand up behind your chairs. 2 might mean to tuck your chairs in. 3 might mean to line up in a safe and sensible line. Create your own routines, be creative with it, have fun with it, but make sure that they are there and in place. The fourth C is to be creative. Is within that tight structure and routine, make sure that you use creative resources and deliver really creative, dynamic and engaging lessons that encapsulate and enroll the children into the learning journey. So how can you combine art with PE? How can you combine PE with history and maths? How can you involve all of these subjects together and create a really creative and dynamic, purposeful lesson? The fifth C is to be calm. Especially with low-level situations, you want to approach them in a low-level, calm way. So let's take, for example, 2 children coming back from break time and one tickles the other and runs off or whatever it might be. How do you approach that situation as a teacher? Well, you could shout, scream and yell, but probably not going to get you the best long-term result. So one way to do it is to be really calm. Call that child over. What have you done? Oh, I was messing. What is it that I expect of you? Is that sensible behaviour? What are you going to do next time? These sorts of questions will really start to encourage the children to think about their own behaviour and make better decisions themselves. The last one is to have cool culture. We want children to opt into the learning, so make sure that you're framing the language around your learning and around your lessons in a really positive and productive way. What do I mean by that? So when something's going wrong, perhaps you can praise what is going right and focus on that. Also, focus on the action that you want the child to do as opposed to the action that they're doing incorrectly. So let's say someone is fiddling with a pen, for example. You might say, put the pen down, hands on your knees, eyes on me. That is completely clear the action that I want the child to achieve as opposed to stop fiddling with the pen. Why is the subtle difference important? Because just fiddling with the pen and you just say stop that, they might stop fiddling with the pen and start fiddling with something else. So you really want to be clear, unambiguous and create that cool culture around your classroom that focuses on positive action. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and if you know somebody that might benefit from watching it, please be sure to share this video with a friend. If there's something that you would like us to cover in our show, please drop a comment in the comments box below. We'd love to hear from you. Have a fantastic week.